Yeah. I'm a student of the game. Yeah. I'm a student of the game. Not a clown, not a lame. Had to sit down. Shut up. Put respect on the name. No gimmicks, no tricks, no tactics for the fame. Just pressure, just mouthpiece, just blood in the game. See the dean in the bill, better know what it is. Mr. Luke Cario talk, better lock in and listen. April MC in the chat, yeah, she holding it down. Yeah, and the weak get exposed when the real come around. Yeah, fake get buried when the real ones begin. Now I move like a man that got nothing to prove, but everything to say every time that I move. I don't run behind women, I don't beg for a shot. All the game speak loud while these suckers talking lies. See, smooth and being nice just to hope you get picked. Smooth as being grinded while the thirsty get stripped. Smooth as knowing every woman ain't worth that time. Smooth as having discipline before you even spit rhyme. I'm a student every day, I'm absorbing the code. How to sharpen my mouthpiece, how to carry the load, how to stay dangerous, calm and exact with the flame. How to never let emotion make a wreck of the game. So when I step in the room, I know when I land with the weight of my voice and the purpose in there. No gimmicks, no tricks, no weak boy campaign. Just established with a message. A lot of dudes wanna talk, but they soft in the chest. Wanna run up on women, but ain't built for the test. They want cheat codes, fast lanes, microwave game, but they fold under pressure. They was never built for games. See, I came for the truth, not the fairy tale lie, not the corny fake sauce, not the weak boy cry. Had to learn how to speak, had to learn how to stand, had to stop being thirsty and become that man. Game ain't begging for attention, game ain't chasing no tail. Game is staying on your square while the fake dudes fail. Game is knowing who you are when the room get cold. Game is never selling out just to feel like you bold. I was soaking up the lessons, every scar, every bruise, every loss made me sharper, every cut made me choose. Either stay like the suckers always hoping she came, or become a damn student and start learning the game. I'm a student of the game, not a clown, not a lame. Had to sit down, shut up. Put respect on the name. No gimmicks, no tricks, no tactics for the fame. Just pressure, just mouthpiece, just blood in the game.
All right, we're here.
Here was popping.
Yes, we are here in the building, everybody.
What's going on? What's going on?
The bad boy of the day game, Mr. Lucario. What you got for him, dog? What's up with you?
And so, guys, make sure that you guys go to shoplucario.com, badboymembership.com. You feel what I'm saying? Step up your game. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's do it.
Yes, gentlemen, remember, if you want your pathway, go ahead and email us at themanmindset@gmail.com. We'll see the PDF file that has the pathway PDF file and videos. And gentlemen, for all you guys don't know, we have just dug into the soil of opening up the school, as I've been telling you guys. So we'll be dropping that real soon, gentlemen. Just want to let y'all guys know. But anyway, let's get into the show. We're talking about 5 signs a woman is playing you. Now, gentlemen, if you guys have a question, go ahead and put a Q. Lines are open. Appreciate all y'all guys here. Let's get into it, man. Lucario, let's talk. I love talking on these kind of things, Lucario, because a lot of guys need to understand that is that women aren't really playing guys because it's some evil mastermind thing that they're trying to do, man. It's just that they need to know, because this is why in Lucario, you and I, Fifth, Miles, Zag, a lot of young men don't understand the game. And this is why we have these shows, because this is not about women being evil. This is about teaching young men that women are only going to respond to the reality that you show her, not the next man, but you show her. Let's talk on that, big dog.
Yeah. The thing is, you guys gotta understand, a lot of times what happens is that you do things or say things that make a woman think it's okay to play you. You understand? It's okay to play games with you, right? Because what happens is that a woman is only responding to what she's given. So if she's given a man who is, acting needy and clingy, who's, buying her flowers, simping, tricking, then you're just basically asking to get played. You see what I mean? Because what you're essentially saying to her is, hey, I don't have any self-worth. I'm, begging you for attention. And so then she's like, well, you're not worth really my time or energy. So what I'll do is I'll just use you up for whatever I want to use you up for. And then I'll just toss you to the side. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. We even on our Sunday show, we had somebody in that was just shocked and blown away that, what do you mean? You don't have problems with women? That's a lie. What do you mean? But anyway, wait, we do have a call. Let's bring the call in as we take calls before anything. Area code 617. What's your name, sir, and how can we help you?
What's good, Steve, Mr. Lucario? Y'all hear me good?
Yes, sir. We got you perfect. What's good with you, bro? What's good with you?
Yeah, I emailed you last week, Steve, on becoming a student of the game.
Okay.
I haven't heard a response
Okay.
yet.
Send me an email. Just send me an email right now, and I'll respond to you. Okay. Just send me an email. Okay.
You want me to spell it out to you right now?
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, do you have a question other than that?
Well, basically, my question was that I was going to ask in the email is where exactly to start
Well, no, you'll get all that.
on your website.
Okay, we'll get it. Okay, just send me an email. I'll send you your PDF form, and everything's locked in there. Even the bid is in there. Okay, so you get everything as well as the bid that you have to use. It's all free. Okay, so just send that on the back end. But do you have a question pertaining the topic or you or anything?
No, I'll call back once it comes to me.
Okay, do that. Hit me up and do that. Okay, we appreciate you. We'll throw you back in. All right, Lakara, let's get back to what
All right,
thank you, sir. Appreciate that. But let's get back to what we are talking about and what we are discussing, guys. Lines are open. If y'all got a question or text message, Uncle Lucario and I got you. But Lucario, like I was saying, we had a guy that couldn't believe that he was shocked to think that we're full of shit. We're saying that we don't have problems. Like, and again, his reality couldn't accept that. Wait a second, there's no way. You have to have problems with women. You have to have arguments. You have to have disagreements. And I'm saying, the hell we don't. What say you on that, brother?
Yeah, because the thing that a lot of guys don't understand is that the reason why you have a bunch of problems, a bunch of arguments, a bunch of nonsense with women is because y'all allow those women into your life. So this is the thing. This is why having game is important, because when you have game, you recognize from the beginning whether or not a woman is following your lead, whether or not a woman is showing you submission, whether or not a woman is actually on your program. Because the problem is that if you're thirsty for sex or thirsty for women, then what you're going to do is you're going to ignore the BS. Sometimes you'll see it and you'll ignore it because you think she looks good. You want to have sex with her. So you rationalize in your head. You say, oh, well, women are just like this. You know what I mean? That's just how they are. And then you allow that woman into your life. And then you're like, oh man, I'm having trouble with this woman, but you've been having trouble with this particular woman. You just allowed her to come into your life because you were thirsty. It's crazy.
Yeah. And the thing is, gentlemen, if you keep showing her that your time and your self-worth is cheap,
right,
she's going to spend it like loose change. That's it. She's going to do that. If you keep showing her that your attention and time is unlimited, she's going to treat you like tap water. If you keep showing her that your standards fold every time she smiles, Lucario, then she's not confused about you. The thing is, she knows you perfectly, and that's the problem. The thing that you and I, and then what you and April do, as far as the profiles and everything, we try to set every young man up with their own standard, be able to express themselves their own way, not like the collective, Lucario. What say you?
Right, exactly. And that's, see, the thing is that you guys got to get away from trying to be like everyone else and separate yourself from the pack. See, when you have game, you separate yourself from all the other, average dudes out there. And so the reason why women are playing you guys is because when they meet you, it's like they're meeting the same guy. And then so what happens is that she runs on the same type of energy when she comes to you, and you're displaying characteristics of the same dudes. So therefore you're going to get played the same way. You know what I mean?
Right. Gentlemen, the problem is not that she has power. Women don't have power over men. The problem is that you keep handing her the remote control, and you're shocked. Then they get shocked when she changes the channel, Lucario. And that's what we call open loop. A lot of y'all guys get trapped inside, okay, Lucario. She texts you just enough to keep you wondering. They're smart enough to do that. She gives you a little warmth, and she knows how to pull back. She knows how to say she's busy. She know you, Lucario, again, we never want to give women credit, but we just are very honest. That's the thing about all us real men. We're keeping it a buck. A lot of these women know the game, and because they know, even if they don't know their self-worth and their value, Lucario, they know that a lot of young men don't have that. What say you, brother?
Yeah, and the thing is, if you don't have that self-worth, then you're going to be the type of guy who's chasing her when she starts to play those games. You see what I'm saying? So you see, this is the thing. Y'all gotta see what most guys do is they'll pretend like they have game, meaning they'll do shit like, oh, well, she didn't text me back, or she took like, a few hours to text me back, so I'm gonna like, take a whole day and then I'll text her back. So you're playing the game based on the fact that she's playing games. So you're going in her direction, right? So you start playing these games, you're thinking that you're doing something. But the fact that you would sit there and be like, oh, let me wait a few hours because she took a few hours, that means you're following her. That means that you're still thirsty because you're still trying to do things to make her think you're a certain way. And so you're not actually doing things your way. You're doing things in the way you think you need to do it in order to get her to keep her interested. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. And guys, got a question, please put a Q. We got y'all covered. But LaCar, my thing with my teacher, he used to watch gardening shows, man. You know what I mean? And he used to watch those like prize fights. And a lot of people used to laugh at him. And I never understood that, okay? Because the problem is that there's game in everything. It's what you teach, it's what I teach. But like when we look at a garden and everything, and what he taught me when I was young, he said people laughed at him because they only saw the flowers, the shovels, the dirt, and the person looking for sunlight, but they missed the whole sermon of the game. See, when you have the game, what my mentor was teaching me, and we'll talk about this, because I mean, your teacher taught you something as well. I'm sure it's the same thing, same level, but I'm gonna throw it your way. But one thing he was teaching me that we're trying to teach these young men, like looking at the gardening, so to speak, is that he wasn't studying the roses or anything like that. He was really teaching me to study reality, because he was watching how life responds to conditions, Lucario, your reality, right? So he was watching what grows when it is grounded the right way, and what dies when it's neglected. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. See, people are shocked that, before the internet, there were like ways. Like for me, it was like Kung Fu. Did you ever watch Kung Fu movies back in the day?
Yeah.
You know the rule. The student meets the teacher, the teacher tells him to do something crazy, and he's like, why would I do that? It all makes sense. That's why he always talking about gardening and doing it that way, to actually not make it about the roses and stuff. It's about what is grounded grows, and whatever on the surface dies. What say you, Mario?
Yeah, and see, and that's the deep part about it that a lot of guys miss. This is when we tell you guys that the game's not about women, because see, the reason why you guys are getting played is because you make it about women, so women see that you're making it about them. And if they see that you're making it about them, they're not attracted to you because they see that you're making it about them. Women are attracted to men who make it about themselves, because what happens is she wants to get in where you're at. Do you see what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you're making it about her, then that's a sign that you are not the type of guy that she should be with, because what she wants to be with is she wants to be with a man who has a vision, who has a plan, who's going in a certain direction. But if she becomes your vision, your plan, and your direction, then there's no use for you, because she's looking for someone to follow. You see what I'm saying? So she can't follow you while you're following her. It doesn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And this is why a lot of young men don't understand when we say you need the game. They fight us on that, because they think, well, you got game, where your women at? You got game, show me your stats, your receipts. Right. We're trying to say to y'all young men is that the game is an awakening, gentlemen. Okay, an awakening. It's how you move, you think, tone, rhythm, how you choose, how you walk away, how you sit still, how you let your silence speak before you start talking and interacting. Lucario, do we say anything about a woman right there?
Right, exactly. It's funny. I was watching his live stream, and this dude was like, yo, how come these dating coaches be using AI women on their thumbnails, and they don't show the women that they're fucking on the thumbnails?
And we can, and I always say, guys, please understand this. Let me explain something. Okay, guys, listen. The thing about women is that there are two kinds of women. There are the nasty ones on the back end, and there are the good girls on the front end. And a lot of women don't want to show or have business on the street.
Right. They don't understand that. And I'm like, bro, first of all, this is business. Second of all, why would I be if I smashed the chick 2 weeks ago, why the fuck would I put her on the thumbnail? That doesn't even make any sense.
Right. You don't okay. And this is why, Lakara, we always saying a lot of young men, they don't date women for themselves. They date women for the approval of other people.
Right.
And we okay, all right. April MC is a great woman. I met her. She's fucking cool as shit. But she doesn't define Lucario. You see what I'm saying? She's a great woman, but Lucario defines himself. Exactly. April in Lucario's life, and that's what we're saying. Now, yes, Lucario and April, they're showing the world that she's cool with that. But guess what? And not every woman's like that. Some women are like, you know what? No. I don't want to know. I don't want people to know what we're doing. I just want to listen. I just want to spend a little bit of time with you. The car that you know what I'm talking about.
Right, exactly.
Time with you. And they say, yeah, no. Show what you want to show, but keep me private, Lucario.
Of course. And on top of that, April's my woman. So that's, that's a different story than, let's say, if I was messing with a chick that I met a month ago and we smashed twice. And then on top of that, this is the funny part. This is what you guys don't understand. The chick, like if I smash a chick, like today, right, that I met today, and I'm like, oh, let me get you on camera. Let me get you, take pictures of you doing all this other stuff, right? That fucks up the game for her, because if she meets you, she might want to play you. So she can see, this is what you guys understand. The way that, see, this is the funny part. See, men who have game and women, right, aren't supposed to let guys who don't have game know what's going on. See, we're actually, guys, you got to say something. Us being coaches and teaching you guys, we're doing you a favor because we could just shut up and let y'all lose. Do you understand what I'm saying? We could not tell you what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? I'm up here checking my coffee. But anyway, we can tell y'all not what's going on, right? But what happens is that a lot of y'all don't realize that women on the back end do a lot of shit that on the front end, they're going to play games with guys who don't have game so that they can continue to take advantage of you. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's important for you to have game to recognize when a woman is doing that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've been doing this. I know they do it when you were in high school and I was in high school, guys, the same thing. So the problem, let me explain the problem with a lot of you men out there. And the problem is that if we were to put information out there, what has happened, I can give you an example in high school. I was smashing an older chick, right? Gave me the ass real fast. Told one of my boys about it. You know how guys shoot the shit. But the guy, Lucario, because I got it fast, he thought he could go and talk to her and try to get it fast by trying to tell her that, oh man, yeah, you gave it to Steve. Right, exactly. So you can't do that, guys, because that's how a lot of y'all guys think. You think because, okay, if Lucario shows you a woman he's smashing, that he, like you're saying, you just met that you're smashing, you put her name out there, the average guy is going to feel, well, damn. Well, if Lucario got it fast, well, let me reach out to her and then throw salt Lucario. Yeah, you smashed Lucario. Why can't you give me that? And then you go fuck up. See that thing? Can't do that, man. Can't do that.
Exactly. That's what we're saying. So this is what we talk about when dudes be talking about receipts and all that other crazy shit. And I'm just like, y'all don't understand this. Like y'all gotta understand. Like, for example, I used to smash chicks who was married. So imagine I put a chick who's married,
engaged, dating.
Saying like,
you can't do that.
You can't do that shit. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, man. And let me go. Guys, you got a question? Please put a Q. He says, "Can you get the game and still go to school?" Absolutely. Well, okay, that's how Lucario and I did it. Lucario, were you in college or high school when you started?
And started what?
Game. When you started learning the game.
I was high school. That was like
right. So okay, so we were okay. For me, I started at 9, but we were in school. I was playing sports and I was learning the game. So you can learn all of those. It's just a matter of if you choose to learn it. But let us continue, guys. If you have a question, please put a Q. We got y'all covered, and we want to talk to y'all. But as I was saying, Lucario, that what I was learning from that analogy that my mentor was giving me, and we could talk about it, was there's a difference between what a lot of young do. A lot of men write down things, they note take, when they write what I call rules down. but you and I teach what is called a decree. See, rules are what people make when they're trying to control behavior.
Mhm.
A decree, gentlemen, is what a man declares, okay, after he has met himself, Lucario.
Mhm.
What say you on that? Let's break that down. What say you
Right.
on
Exactly. Like a lot of guys, they get confused. They think, dudes will say, oh, well, these are my boundaries and my standards of, I don't want my girl to be, outside where, saying out the house or whatever. But that's really coming from a place of fear. But what happens is when you understand yourself, there's a certain standard, there's a certain way that you live and that you do things that is not based on fear, but it's based on freedom. So this is why when we tell you guys, when we deal with women, it's not about, I got to make sure that she's doing all these things and all that other stuff. It's like, hey, this is how it is. And she's free to do it or not. You understand what I'm saying? It's really that simple. And so the thing is that we're not forcing the woman to do anything. Like she doesn't have to do, she could do whatever she wants. But what we're giving her is an opportunity to follow. You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference.
And like I say, if you don't have the game, you're always going to write rules down, guys. That's what your mind is the greatest enemy because, Lucario, rules can be argued with.
Mhm.
Rules can be bent by beauty in a body. It can be bent by loneliness, guilt, or thirst or anything, okay?
Mhm.
But when you learn the game, what Lucario and I teach you, you become a degree, okay? A decree, excuse me. And that comes from the king inside of you that Lucario and I are trying to pull out you. A decree says, remember we talked about your reality, how she views your reality, but your decree, when you have the game, you say, this is my reality. I'm not going to waste my time. So listen, and Lucario, we like their bodies, yes? Like that ass, the titties, we like their bodies, yes? But if you're wasting my time, I'm not fucking with you. That's the decree. That says that, you know what? I'm a charger to the game because whoever enters, okay, this is what you are. This is when you enter or leave, Lucario, okay? This doesn't get watered down. Who we are. We don't water ourselves down.
Right.
Let's talk on that, man.
Exactly. And this is why you got to be on point within yourself, understand who you are, and you stand on your shit. And what happens is that when a woman meets you, right, what you're doing is that you're teaching her how to be with you. You understand?
Woo! Yes, sir.
Putting her, under that mission. This is why it's called submission. She's under the mission. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So she says, okay, this is the guy I want. So this is what he's about. So this is where we're going. And she's doing this on her own. It's not, see, this is what you guys are going to say, right? A lot of y'all don't realize that the woman who is attracted to you wants to follow your lead and follow where you're going because she wants to be there, right? The problem is that a lot of you guys do not believe in yourselves and don't love yourselves. So therefore, you don't believe that a woman would follow you. You don't believe that what you have to offer is of value. So therefore, this is why you see a woman and you're trying to fit in with her because you have no value and standard for yourself. You see what I mean? And this is where the game comes in.
Absolutely, guys. Got a question for the queue lines are open. See, when you see a rule, gentlemen, that you have, okay, is going to always say, Lucario, and this is how your mind thinks, gentlemen, is that I should not tolerate disrespect. A lot of guys say that, but tolerate disrespect, Lucario.
Right.
A decree when you at a game. Decrees are only created with game. It says disrespect can't live here.
Right.
The difference, okay? One is advice, Lucario. The other is law. That's remember that guy. That's what he didn't understand. See, the guy that called in Sunday, he understand. He says all the time, "I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. I'm not going to tolerate disrespect." But then the moment he finds somebody sexually attractive, and they disrespect him, he'll tolerate it. But you and I say disrespect can't live here. I don't care how round your ass is. I don't care how nice you are. The moment you disrespect me, you're gone. Let's talk about that, Lucario.
Right, exactly. And the thing is that, if you actually respect yourself and love yourself, you're not going to allow the disrespect to happen. You allow disrespect to happen. You allow women to play you and play games with you because you don't respect yourself. You think that it's okay because you think this is what you deserve. You think this is normal. You understand? So you got to understand, like, the fact that you would allow a woman to disrespect you or play you says everything about how you view yourself. You understand? And how you basically value yourself. Because if you value yourself and you really love yourself, you wouldn't allow it to happen, right? But you allow it to happen because you don't value yourself and you value her vagina more than you value yourself. You value having a woman there more than you value yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because if you value yourself more, she wouldn't be there disrespecting you. It's really that simple.
Right, and Lucario, that's why I say the guard to me when I was young. I got sense of it because it was sight beyond sight. So what he was teaching me as far as a guard goes was not the basis of a garden that you see on TV or outside your door. He was saying the garden is a man's life when it comes to the game. His mindset is the soil. His standards are the fence. His square, which he stands on, is the sunlight. His discipline is the water. His piece is a root system that nobody is around. The root system is not there for women to clap, and it's not there to survive because of everybody and everything. You know what I'm saying? What we're saying to you guys out here is that when you start to learn the game and everything like that, you just don't accept a behavior that poisons the soil. Okay, that's what we're trying to say. What you water is the mind and the mindset, and what is ever rotten weeds, okay, that comes in, we got a call, you get rid of. Let's bring this call in. Area code 954, sir. What's your name, sir, and how can we help you, sir? What's up?
All right, it's the game master. I'm calling to improve my game.
Okay, sir. What's your name, sir, and what's your question? Okay, I guess he hung up. Okay, well, okay. Yeah. No, we're cool. We call him. Yeah, maybe he may stay. We'll call him back.
Right.
We got him, dog. We just.
Please leave your message for 954.
I'll stop it. But see that? We already got your number. Hold on.
Well, guys, call up 833-859-8744, 833-859-8744. Call up. Let's get it cracking.
The most important call, that's a very important call, gentlemen. Because, okay, gentlemen, y'all want to see how bad that young man's hurting and how many problems he has? I hope you understand this. Okay, remember, Lucario, a lot of these young men out here don't know how to move as a man. They still play high. That's more junior high, like, calling in, prank calling. That's more junior high, elementary. But y'all can see why the game is important. A lot of these young men, he's crying for help. He just doesn't know how to ask for it. He thinks he's being funny, but but he's listening. But instead of being serious about himself, he's showing why you guys can take all of his shit. One day he's gonna find a woman. One day he'll get in a relationship. But he knows that any of our guys in this panel right here is gonna take his shit.
Oh yeah, of course. See, you got to understand that a lot of these dudes, unfortunately, right, they realize that they're losing.
Yes.
And they know in order to win that they actually need to have game. The problem is, though, is that they don't want to become students of the game. So they just want to troll and be on some goofy shit. And they think that if they can disprove the game, which they can't, that they don't have to adhere to it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But the thing is that once the dude gets off the phone trolling, he has to go back to his life.
Right, woman.
So it's like, I don't understand why. Like, dudes be acting like I'm like, once you hang up, you're the loser and we're still gonna win. I don't understand. Like, it's like, what's the point?
He's okay. His story, I'll tell you his story. His story is once he hung on the phone, he's like this. I got them. I got them. And then he's gonna say, well, is Tamara talking to me today? Oh, I swiped and we matched. What do I say? What do I do? So we just want to let y'all guys know that the game is undefeated. They can come in, they can play their games. It's fine. Gentlemen, always remember, even Carlin's crazy thing is, it's not even him that's the problem. It's his mindset. There's something in his mind that doesn't want this information out to those who want to get the information. So it's cool, guys. Y'all have to remember, there are always going to be racist people, hatred people, and everybody doing everything they can to prevent you guys from learning. And that's just what it is, Lucario. What say you before we continue?
Oh yeah, nah, that's a fact. See, the thing is this, guys, is that at the end of the day, when you're living your life, right, you have to get what you need to get going for your situation, right? But the thing is that if you're a person who knows they need help, but you're trolling and, you know, making jokes and being funny, then what's going to happen is that you're going to stay in the same spot. Nothing's really going to happen for you. You're going to have issues. And the same thing is going to keep happening to your situation. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is that this is why we tell you guys to call in and actually learn the game, ask us questions so we can help you, versus calling in to troll knowing that you need help, because the trolls are the ones who need the most help. Y'all know that, right? They need the most help. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying to all you guys out there. See, this is why we try to teach you guys before you deal with women, there has to be a dominant thing about yourself, and you have to be not hungry for trying to control a woman. The thing that changed the game that women don't know is a man that has order in himself, and that's the thing that even that caller or a lot of young men miss. They think dominance is something that is like looks maxing or not jerking off or no fap. They think it's a costume or something. They think it's a voice, a stare. It's like trying to pretend. But the real dominance that Lucario and I are trying to show you starts before you even meet a woman, Lucario. It starts when your inner world and the way you think, okay, stops being a crowded like a nightclub of old pain, Lucario, random desires, female approval, fear of being alone, and memories that hold you back, and become a man that just walks into his own world himself, Lucario. What say you?
Yeah, and the thing is that once you guys understand this game, right, then what's going to happen is when you interact with women, you're going to have a whole different experience. See, a lot of guys right now, their experience with women is horrible, right? And this is why they gravitate to the red pill. This is why dudes is complaining online. This is why dudes are looks maxing and getting nose jobs and shit and all. Like, all these things are happening because their experience with women is horrible, but their experience with women is horrible because their experience with themselves is horrible. This is why we keep trying to tell y'all that it's about you. Once you understand that you are the center of it, then all the other things will flow once you value yourself. This is where we're trying to get you guys to understand.
Right. And this is why it's important to participate, ask questions, or call in or not. But this is the difference between a man that there's two kinds of men in the world, gentlemen. Okay. Because you have to understand what women are going to respond to. They're going to respond to two different kinds of men. The guys that are lazy are going to get, watch this. Women are not going to respond to what you guys say, because look at the things that you say about yourself. But the way they respond are to the realities around them. Now we'll bring the same guy in. I think it's the same guy calling in this time. I think we'll block him if he is doing it at 954. Are you ready to ask or have a question? Can we help you, sir?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, have a good day, sir. Okay,
is,
sir.
Yeah, I want to hear his question. Go ahead.
Come on. First, how old are you, so we can kind of hopefully say you're not 18. How old are you?
25.
Okay, you're 25. What's your question? How can we help you, sir? What's your question? We'll be happy to answer it. What's up?
All right. The thing is, you guys.
Wait, sir.
Wait.
You're making a statement. You say the question starts with who, what, when, where, how, or why, because I know you want to kind of debate something, so that's okay. So just ask your question. Yeah, no, ask your question, and we'll be happy to answer it. You're making statements, but your statements are coming.
Okay, why do y'all?
Okay, what's up?
Why do y'all make it seem like these women are not on some evil conniving stuff?
Okay, wait a second. Okay, this is a good question. It's a good question. It's a good start. So, can you please give us an example of something conniving and evil a woman does, so we can teach you some game? Give us an example.
Okay, earlier you were saying,
yes, sir.
One of y'all was saying about how these women will basically take these dudes to the cleaners and stuff.
Yes.
So yes, she's on some bullshit.
Okay, wait. Call her. Let me ask you a question. Okay, I got you. Before I throw it on the car, let me ask you a question. Do women take people to the cleaners, or do those guys allow women to take them to the cleaners? Which
Oh
one?
my goodness.
No, sir. Come on.
Man.
No. Listen. No, I'm gonna have talk here. Listen. Don't get mad. Listen. I'm just getting you to think. I'm saying a woman can take a person to the cleaners.
Both.
I agree. No, wait,
Both.
but okay, wait. Okay, but what comes first though? What comes first? Tell me what comes first. You said
The
both.
evil person who contrived the thought pattern to say, you know what? Let me take this motherfucker for all they got.
Okay.
So cool. So now let me ask you a question. Who's physically stronger, a man or a woman?
Men.
Okay, so do you think that women inherently are smarter than men?
No.
Okay, so if you don't believe, so if what you're saying is true, that would mean you would need to believe women are inherently smarter than men. Because if they're not stronger than men, then they can't physically do anything to man, right? So that would mean that the woman has to be smarter than the man to outsmart him out of his shit. But you just said you don't think women are inherently smarter. So if they're not stronger or smarter, hold on, no, but this is what I'm saying. If they're not stronger or smarter, how did the guy get taken to the cleaners if she's not stronger or smarter?
Because they both approached the situation with a different mindset. He approached the situation like, damn, you know.
Okay, I get what
And she's like, man.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Now you've been listening to the show, yes? So I don't have to repeat that. You've been listening to the show, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So does that person that get taken to the cleaners, does he have a rule or a decree? Which one is it?
A rule.
Okay. Now, what did we say when you have a rule? That means if you have a rule, that's the problem, because a rule is subject to change based off the person's value to himself. Had the guy had a decree, the moment a woman tried to take him to the cleaners, he's charging her to the game, right? Does that make sense?
But it makes sense, but why should he need all of that?
Because
good people should treat other people good.
No, that's not okay. This is okay. The world doesn't work the way we want it to work. Okay, I understand what you're saying. You want the world to work perfectly, but the world doesn't work that way. I'm just being honest with you. The world doesn't work that way. It's not going to give you what you want. What I'm saying is that as a man, okay, let me explain your decree. Are you gonna let someone dig in your pocket and take any of your money out your pocket? No,
Do
right?
they got a gun?
No, sir. Come on, no gun. Just saying the guy just walk up trying to take your shit. Just trying to. You won't let anybody. Right. That's a decree, right? You're saying that I have a standard before I walk out that door. I'm not going to allow that to happen. Yes.
Correct.
Okay. A rule says I'm not going to let that happen. But when I walk out that door, I'm going to dig in my pocket and hand him my wallet. But you see why you need to have it? Because men don't have order and structure, young man. That is something that is lacking. But so if one has that structure, then one will not have that problem that you're saying with women. Does that make any sense?
I agree with you.
Okay, so then if you agree, which you appreciate, then how can you have the problem of an evil woman if a man has a decree versus having rules?
Put like this: if I'm dealing with most of the time,
wait,
I'll say 8 out of 10 times.
You say dealing with, men don't deal with, but go ahead. Rules deal with, but go ahead. Your language exposes you. You deal with. You see what the problem is?
8 out of 10 times when I'm messing around with a woman that's unattractive, on the unattractive side of the game.
Okay. Which
I get high levels of cooperation, but then when I start going up in tiers in her physical appearance, I get a lot of pushback.
So is that so you're saying that? So let me ask you a question. Why are you dealing with the women you think are unattractive?
Yeah. Why do you hate yourself?
I got to test the waters.
Well, no. Well, you could do that.
But why don't you? Well, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, see, this is the problem, right? You're saying the unattractive women give you cooperation. The upper tier ones give you resistance and being uncooperative, right?
Yes.
Right. That's how it's going to be, because you are dealing with women you're not attracted to. And then you are basically putting the woman you are attracted to on a pedestal. So they're going to treat you like shit. This is what
You just did.
No, okay, I'll say this.
did.
I used to, but
No.
then when I started listening to y'all said treat all women the same.
Sir. You just did. When did we ever tell you that to fuck with people or women below you? When have we ever taught you that?
You said below. I've heard you got
No, you have
1950. Hold on, 1950
said stop. You're on with Mr. Lucario and Steve. When did we tell you to mess with something below if you have a standard? You're messing with bottom of the barrel, ain't shit, low hanging fruit, because that's how you view yourself. You don't believe that you can get anything better. And that's why you look up to what you call beautiful women. But when did the game tell you about beauty? Isn't beauty action and effort?
No.
See, in the chat, like, hold on, I said what? Hold on, 1950s in the chat. So what did 1950 say, caller? 1950 in the chat right now. Go ahead. What did 1950 say?
My dog. What did he say?
It was one time. On when it was all five of y'all. Some dude that called and Fifth told the dude to I forgot what specifically he said, but basically punch below his weight class.
No, caller. This is what we're trying to get you to understand, right? You said, notice this is what you said, right? You said we told you to treat all women the same, right? Then you said, well, there's the unattractive women and then there's the upper tier women. That's not the same. You're separating the women. So then you're not treating them the same.
Right. You're separating.
No, listen. Before I listened to y'all, yes, I did treat them differently. Then when you guys said that, I started treating them all the same, and I had to end up cutting off all. I end up cutting off all the attractive women because it's like, damn, they won't get on the program.
Caller, this is what I'm saying. Caller, this is what I'm saying. You keep saying unattractive women and attractive women, which means you're separating the women into two categories. Yes.
Do we? Man, look, we got eyes. Listen, why are we playing semantics, man?
This is what I'm trying to get you under. This you're not understanding your mindset,
right?
What I'm telling you. Okay, check this out. Okay, I'm gonna say a statement, and I want you to answer if this makes sense to you. Every woman that I interact with, that I fuck, is attractive. Does that make sense to you?
I don't believe it, but yeah, it makes sense.
Sir, it doesn't matter what you believe.
No. That's what I'm talking about. See, that doesn't make sense to you. The reason why I said every woman that I fuck with.
It does make sense.
Okay, so explain to me how that makes sense. Tell me.
You're using a different metric system. You're using, just like Steve was talking about personality and all of that.
No, you're off. No, caller, you're off. I'm gonna explain the sentence. I'm gonna explain what that means. When I say that every woman that I fuck with is attractive, is because every woman that I'm choosing is because of me. That's what I'm trying to say. So every woman that I fuck with is attractive because I'm fucking with them.
Because he's fucking with, because he determines value and worth. He determines it.
I'm the one who determines.
No, listen. You got to pay attention. Listen. You gotta look, take a step back, take out the ego, take out the step pose, and listen. You gotta listen. We're saying, and you just simple. Mr. Lucario is trying to say that he determines the value of a woman. So he's only gonna fuck with attractive women that fuck with him. He ain't fucking with, we don't fuck with women. You understand that? We don't fuck with women.
Cole, you ever heard of the saying, beauty in the eye of the beholder?
Tell him, man.
You know what that means, caller?
Yeah, I know what that means.
Okay, so then why is it so hard for you to understand?
Right. Where you don't believe.
Okay,
what's up?
What I'm saying is this. I know what an average looking girl, I know what an average looking girl is to me.
Yes.
And I know what a baddie is to me.
There should be the one in this. Okay, why are you separating them?
So caller, my question to you would be then, why the fuck are you talking to girls you think are average?
Because you're average people talk to average women. Don't you get it?
Okay, if I'm not succeeding, now I got to test the waters. I got to see what's going on. I got to see if I'm fucking up or if it's the women.
No, you're not succeeding because you don't like yourself, and you're not succeeding because you don't have any game, sir. You don't know how to talk to women. You don't know how to interact with women. Okay.
So, Carl, let me ask you a question. Okay.
Success rate's looking pretty decent.
But okay, then. Okay, wait.
Wait, Carl, real quick. I was going to ask him this. So, if I see you with a woman, right? Let's say you're on a date, and I walk into a bar and I see you with a woman. Can I tell you if that woman is attractive to you or not?
No.
Right, because it's about you. So no matter which woman you are with, no man on earth can tell you whether or not she's attractive, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's our point. So what we're saying is that this is what we're saying. What we're saying is that you still don't understand it, because when you're interacting with women, what you keep doing is you're saying, well, this woman is attractive, this woman is unattractive. So what you're doing is that you are saying, I'm fucking with the unattractive women, right? Because I feel like I can't get the attractive ones. That's what you're doing.
That's what you're saying. Because what you're saying is I don't like myself. So because I have nothing to offer women, I'll take the easy ones versus the ones I really want.
Oh, see, Steve, you're proving my point. So you're saying unattractive women are easier, correct?
No, sir.
No, you're saying that the ones that you choose that are unattractive are easier.
I don't deal with any woman that doesn't follow my program, whatever she looks like.
So you would. Whatever she looks like. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, but young man, I'm not okay, young man.
But Carl, this is what you're not getting. You're the one putting a judgment on the looks based on your own situation. We're saying whatever she looks like, because whatever
I got eyes.
Okay, that's what we're saying. So what we're saying is whatever woman we allow to fuck with us is a woman that we already have deemed physically attractive or sexually attractive to us.
Right. So yeah, you have eyes, but we're trying to show you sight beyond sight. That's what you don't see. You see what you see based on how you feel about yourself. And see, the thing about the game, sir, please listen. Sir, please listen. We're trying to help you here. This is where women are going to expose you, because if we can tell you are bad in bed and don't know what the fuck you're doing, every woman you talk to can recognize that. We're not trying to sleep with you, but we can recognize the weakness in your voice, the weakness in what you're saying, the excuses that you're making, and the blame that you're putting on everybody but yourself. You're not taking accountability for everything. You want to put it on the women, but you've never put it on yourself, because you don't know one thing. Let me show you. How do you go up and talk to women? Let's just take that. You see a woman that's, excuse me, what is the difference of you talking to a woman that's attractive and one that's unattractive? How are you going to talk to them?
I use the same lines.
Okay, what do you say?
My first line is, what's going on?
Okay, wait, stop right there. Why would you say that? I mean, wait. Now you understand that what's going on is what she heard in elementary and junior high school, right? You're a grown-ass man, 25.
That's fine. That's fine. No, that's my line, though.
But sir, I'm trying to teach you something. You're saying what's going on. Why do you care what's going on? And what business of yours to ask a woman what's going on when she doesn't even know you? Why would you ask her what's going on?
It's not about that. It's about her response. Her response is going to let me know everything I need to know.
But, okay, look at what you're saying. You're saying what's going on. Why are you asking that question? For what? What's going on for what?
It's to get her reaction.
But for what?
Because, okay, I'll explain. When I say what's going on, when a woman looks at me and she smiles, she's like, oh, I'm doing fine. That lets me know I'm in there.
Okay,
she gives me a dry response.
Wait. So you go to the strip club and say what's going on, and the stripper smiles. That means she gonna give you some ass? You go in the strip club and say
different.
No, because women got stripper 101 in them, in or out of the club. They're the same way. So if you say what's going on to a stripper, does that mean her smiling, meaning you got a shot? Just say no. Say no. Come on.
Hold on. No, I just blew a tire out.
Okay. What I'm saying is, you blew a tire. Okay, there you're getting scared. All right, we'll throw you back in, man. We appreciate you, though. We'll throw you back in. But like I say, guys, what I'm saying, this is what we're talking about here. See, the thing is that he doesn't have order. Because the car, I don't care what the hell she got going. What the fuck I'm gonna ask that silly shit for? I don't give a fuck what she got going on.
But what doesn't make sense is I'm like, so he's saying, so the unattractive women respond differently to what's going on than the attractive one. Like, guys, you see, this is what happens with you guys in the internet and all of this red pill, goofy shit or whatever, is that it's warped you guys' brains, man. It's just crazy because this is the thing. You know what you think, you know the type of women you think are attractive and the type of women you're not attracted to, right? So if you choose based on your own decision making to talk to and interact with a woman that you're not attracted to like that, that's your choice that you made. And then the question is that why are you making that choice when you know that you don't want to be there? So then it's like,
right. And Jim, I'll say it again because he's not listening. It's very important. Get your crayons out and write this down. Women do not respond to what a man says. She only is going to respond to the reality that you're living in.
mm-hmm.
And that reality is based off of your self-worth and how you see yourself. We got a call right here. Country code 31. What's your name? What's your question? How can we help you?
It's Jermaine, 23. My question was, I went out this weekend and you said something here about what is grounded grows, but in my experience this weekend, I experienced that every time I did my bid, women said they were not interested, and they had a boyfriend and stuff. But that what you say, what is grounded grows, is the way you look at what they said is not that it's a rejection, but you look at it as she just made her choice. And
not even that. We look at it like we just don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Going back to the Garden Decree, that's what closes the loops, because what Lucario and his way are teaching you the same way is that we're trying to teach you to stop treating bad behavior like it's a fucking mystery and start treating it like it's information. That's all.
Yeah.
If she's inconsistent, it's information. If she's not interested, it's information. If she reacts to you, it's information. If she's down, it's fucking information. But Lucario is not information from a woman. Lucario and I are the information that we give ourselves. She's a perk. These women are just perks. They're not special. No.
You are the information that you give yourself.
Yes, that's what the get. Okay. If you have low self-esteem, low self-worth, and a lot of y'all guys have that, no standards. You know what the information you're giving her? You're giving yourself? I'm not good enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm too broke, too this, too that. I'll never get, I'll never win, and all this other stuff. What's the information you're giving yourself? Nothing but negativity. But when you learn the game, we gotta see. That's what I'm saying, Lucario. That's what I understand. When you learn a game, like the garden, those are weeds that Lucario, myself, Zach, Miles, Fifth, we gotta show you how to tend to the garden by first getting all the weeds out of the negative information that you give yourself. Lucario would say you.
Exactly. So the thing is that, you know, a lot of you guys, what you're doing is you're looking for specific outcomes to validate you, right? The issue though is that it's not about the outcomes. It's about you understanding yourself, because when you understand yourself, then you understand that you can produce situations that create the outcomes that you want. Right. But the issue is this: a lot of you guys, because you don't believe in yourselves, you're looking for the outcome to tell you who you are, when you don't realize that you are the producer of the outcomes. You see what I'm saying? So,
you create the garden. So a dominant man, again, you don't need to yell at a woman, punish her, chase her, or make fucking long ass speeches. All right. You just now watch this. You observe your reality and move according to your decree. I didn't say her, I said your. That's why the metaphor is so beautiful, because it's not built on weak, it's built on boundaries. It has seasons, it has removal, it has patience, and you just got to understand that we're just trying to show you right now, you have a lot of weeds right now, okay? You have a lot of weeds, okay? And see, the thing is that you have to understand this, how weeds work, because attention without discernment becomes an erosion. Desire without discipline becomes mud, okay? So what we're saying to you is that when Lucario and I are saying this, man, look, when it comes to the game and it comes to women and the garden, I don't kneel in dirt for anyone. We don't do that shit, not for no fucking woman or anybody of that matter. Okay. We're not saying we hate women. Okay. We're saying that Lucario respects the throne that he built, and I respect the throne that I built. And if she can't respect where the fuck I'm sitting on and realize she can't even get a seat next to me, she don't even deserve a message from me, Lucario.
You know what I think the problem is? A lot of you guys, y'all think when we talk about game, what you're looking for is pickup lines and things to guarantee a woman says yes. That's not what the game's about.
Not what it's about.
Like, y'all are like, well, what's the quickest, easiest, most thought-provoking way to do this so that she'll want to fuck with me? That's when you guys are making the game about women. That's pickup artistry shit. You understand? Pickup artists focus on tactics, tricks, and gimmicks and all that to try to make a woman say yes. What you guys don't understand is that, y'all don't realize that you can't control what a woman's gonna say and do. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that you guys are trying to find ways to control it. You're saying, oh, can I do this thing which will allow me to control the outcome of her saying yes instead of no? That's not the game. You see what I'm saying? And so what you do is you give a woman an opportunity. And then what happens is she recognizes a man, and then she's influenced to say yes if she wants to go down that route. That's how it works.
Yeah, man. You, like I say, dog, we're in our own way on levels. When you don't kneel in the dirt for anyone, you understand that before you can understand the rest of your garden, you got to realize you're not going to kneel in the dirt for any woman as guess what? That is not worthy of anything. Listen, we're not telling you to disrespect women. We don't disrespect women at all. Matter of fact,
just care for your own garden.
We don't care enough about them to respect. Right. We focus on what we got to do, what we got to create. That is a difference between, we're trying to teach y'all to be devoted to yourself. You have no devotion. You live in desperation. You see what I'm saying? Devotion is when a man gives and talks and texts from a fullness, but desperation is always from a fear. Okay? Devotion has dignity. Desperation has mud on its knees because y'all are too busy taking the knee for somebody you shouldn't. You shouldn't be taking no knee for no fucking woman. That's crazy.
Right. No, that's facts. The thing is that y'all take the knee because y'all want a specific outcome.
Yeah, man.
So y'all like, they're like, oh man, she's so bad, I want to fuck her. Just like the caller earlier, he's like, oh, but the unattractive woman this and then the attractive woman that. So you guys take a knee to the women that you think you can't get that's attractive so that you can try to get her. It's crazy.
Yeah, because the thing is, and you're learning that a lot of y'all guys just don't know what awakening is. Y'all are not awakened. You're still sleeping, but you think you're awake, and that's the problem, okay? Look, guys, man, a man can always offer water, shade, patience, protection, leadership, and everything under the sun, right? But the moment a man starts begging to be chosen by a fucking woman, okay, who hasn't even proven she respects not your garden, but your name, you have forgotten who you are as a man. You've forgotten that. And that's what I'm saying. See, the thing is, when I'm talking about kneeling in the dirt, y'all think putting the knee into the dirt. Sometimes it's emotional. Sometimes it's a lot of y'all guys explaining yourself 10 times to a woman who has heard you the first fucking time, which doesn't go. Sometimes you're texting paragraphs to someone who gives you one word answers. The fuck would I do that for? Why would y'all I'll say it again. Women are perks, nothings and nobodies, and that's not even being rude. They're nothing. They're nobody because they haven't proven there's somebody, Lucario.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying, where all of this thing where you guys, you know, even again with dudes is like, well, she's this attractive girl, she's not attractive. And it's like, y'all are sitting there making a judgment on the woman based on her outside of you, which makes no fucking sense. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
No sense.
Yeah.
Which means, young man, is that you can, okay, women can tell a person that will lower his standards because she's pretty, okay? You see what I'm saying? He will lower that, which is showing the woman who he actually is. Now, remember, Lucario messes what he finds attractive. I mess with what I find attractive. But we're not going to allow what we find attractive to think that they can just come in with some dirty ass shoes and kick their feet on our couch and do whatever they want to do because we find them attractive, Lucario.
Right. And on top of that, there's levels to this. This is why I always, when I hear guys talk about, you know, well, most dudes talk about his surface. So they'll see a woman and they're interested in her because they're physically attracted to the woman. I'm never interested in a woman because I think she's physically attractive, right? I'm interested when she is proven to me that she's under my program and she's actually following my lead, which means that then she becomes sexually attractive and appealing to me beyond just the way she looks. Do you see what I'm saying? Because the way she looks is just surface level. Listen, there's so many chicks that are pretty that I've interacted with that I just charged to the game because I was like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not feeling the way that she's coming at me. So therefore I got to let her go. I don't give a fuck how she look. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is that
you is just, when you see a woman that is attractive to you, it's just a curiosity if she is interesting enough to be worthy of you.
Well, this is the thing. It's like, this is what I'm saying. I'm not even really curious because the thing is that her being physically appealing is, how do I say this? It's like, it's kind of like a given. It's kind of like she's just a woman. Like, you're a woman and you look this way. That's cool. So that's whatever. That's nothing. That's surface level. That's already a given. It's supposed to be that way. Now that I see that you look the way that I like women to look, now I have to interact with you to see you prove to me whether or not I should continue to even interact with you. Right now, what you got to understand about attraction is this. The weaker your game is, the more surface level your attraction is for women. Meaning that when you have weak ass game, you're just attracted to a woman based on the way she looks. When your game is tighter, a woman has to have deeper levels of things going on when she's interacting with you for you to really be attracted to her. You understand? Because your attraction becomes more sophisticated. This is why I'm telling you guys that when I hear a guy talk about, man, she's a baddie and she's this and she's that and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, nigga, you ain't got no game because you just saw the woman from across the room and all of a sudden you in love. You understand? That's what I'm talking about.
So think about what Lucario's saying. It's exposure. Okay. So again, let's take the analogy of the game, tie that into the garden. Okay. All right. So the game, like the garden, is your life, not Lucario's, not mine, right? And the dirt, okay, has a place where things are either going to grow with game or expose themselves without game. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you. I'll make a statement, and I want you to tell me what's the difference between the statement. A man can touch the dirt, and a gardener has to touch the dirt. What's the difference?
Because he knows he got to take care of it. It's a man he can, but he doesn't know what to do with it. A gardener knows that it needs it needs to be fed, it needs to be watered, it needs sunlight, it know what it needs, so it just does it because he feels the need to give it life, so to speak.
Right. See, there's a difference between working the soil and becoming the soil under somebody else's feet. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the line. Do you see what Cario's trying to show you? I'm trying to show you. A dominant man knows how to do things without losing a rank in his own fucking reality. You guys allow women to bend and break you and twist you and turn you up because they say yes or no. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, right. So you see, the thing is, Lucario and I, which is gonna be shock y'all, we're good people. We can be kind to women without being controlled.
Right.
We can be patient without being passive. And we can desire a woman without making her the landlord of who the fuck we are. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the mindset of the game. Okay. Lucario and I are calibrated. We're not heartless and mean. We're awakened. That's the key.
Right.
We see the way Lucario, that's why they don't understand Lucario myself. They can't see what we see because you remember, Calder, remember I told you they live? Lucario has the glasses on.
Right, exactly.
We are the glasses. We see it, but you can't see it. And all Lucario and I are doing is saying in April, when they do the day thing, is put on the fucking glasses. See it for yourself, Lucario.
It's like this, Paul. Think about this. Describe to me physically the type of chick that you like. Like, do you like them thick? You like them skinny? You like them big titties? Small titties? Big?
Thick. Good ass. Don't have to have big titties, but I like sucking on some titties. But,
cool. Perfect. So check this out. So you said you like them thick, a nice ass, decent type of titties, right? Cool. Perfect. Now, is there one woman on Earth like that, or are there thousands, millions of women like that on Earth? Millions, exactly. So if there's millions of women that have the physical attributes that you like, how does you interacting or seeing a woman with those physical attributes make her special? It doesn't. It makes her it's regular. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that's what you guys got to understand. Once you realize that and understand that, right? Then what happens is that you take her off the pedestal in your mind to thinking she's special. See, when you don't have game, you think she's special because you're like, oh, she got a fat ass. So what? 1 million chicks got a fat ass. Oh, she got a pretty face. 1 million chicks got a pretty face. How does that make her special or different or interesting? It doesn't. So you guys get fooled when you see the woman, and that's how women are able to play you, because they see that you're a fool. They're like, damn, this guy don't know that I'm just like all the other thick women. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special. So when you start treating her like she's special, she's like, this is the guy I gotta play because he's stupid. He don't know what the fuck's going on. You see what I'm saying?
So Caller, what is okay? If you hear Lucario talk, right?
Yeah.
You want to know why Lucario doesn't have to talk anything and he'll let his reality speak for him? Because that's who he is. That what you just heard, that's who he is. He's not faking that shit. He's not, women are not special to us. They have to prove special. But when you're not special, you're looking for validation. It's part of that mommy wound. You're looking for the woman to be your person, your fucking Hallmark ass connection and all that bullshit. Every kiss begins with K. All that bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, Lucario's saying that when you learn the game, your value doesn't depend on her reaction. It doesn't. Lucario's day is not going to end because a woman doesn't respond. Okay.
Right.
His direction, my direction, and the game's direction that we're teaching you doesn't need fucking permission. Oh, no, we don't need. Listen, and again, I said us. I didn't say from a woman. I didn't say take something without permission. I'm saying how we move. We don't need permission, Lucario.
Right, exactly. And this is what we try to get you guys to understand when it comes to the game, is that when you are the type of man who understands who he is and understands his value, and you're not looking for validation from women, you're not making it about women, then what you understand is that the outcomes that you want are produced by you. It's not separate from you. The issue is that what you guys make happen is you make outcomes start to make you doubt yourself and question yourself. So when a woman says no to you, you start questioning yourself because you are thirsty for her yes. But you're thirsty for her yes because you don't believe in yourself and you don't love yourself, so you need her validation. So you're going in that loop of making it about woman and not realizing that you're doing that. When you have game, you make it about yourself, and so you understand that there are going to be women who say no and you don't give a fuck, and there are going to be women who say yes and you don't give a fuck. You understand? Because no matter what's going on that end, what happens is that you understand that whatever you want to make happen on your terms can and will happen because it's you and you can produce it. This is what we try to get you guys to understand, but y'all forget that every time you put the woman above you, and then you're like, oh, she told me no, so I guess that I suck and I'm the worst. And you see what I'm saying? You go down that path. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. So the game, young man, does not argue with reality. Okay. Lucario and I are teaching you that you don't beg reality or your reality to soften itself. That's what y'all guys are doing. Y'all look, Lucario and I are trying to teach you that a man doesn't build a mansion inside of a maybe, or I'll let you know. You know what we do? We watch what she's doing. Okay. Not what she performs. Okay. If her words don't match her behaviors, she's not worthy of my time. The end.
Right. Exactly.
Listen, and it's simple. If her words don't match her behaviors, or she's not putting any action and effort to show that she's gonna put some work into you, then she's not worthy of your time. It's that easy. And watch this. And because you move that way, that's gonna trigger her to look at you like a jerk, an asshole, conceited, arrogant, narcissistic, God's gift to women, and still want to fuck with you because she can't get her way with you, Lucario.
Right, exactly. And that's what we talk about, where you separate yourself from the pack. She's like, damn, I haven't met a motherfucker who's like, like, who is this guy? What does he think? Who does he think he is? You feel what I'm saying? And so this is why a lot of times, and you guys will see this, at some point if y'all step up the game, is that, a lot of times women will return. They'll come back after a while. They'll be like, this is why you'll hear like it'll be a chick you messed with 5-6 years ago or some shit. Hit you up. You know what I mean? Like, hey, how's it going? And
they always come back. They always come back, dog. They always come back because they missed that shit.
Right.
Young man, that's what separates a man from the average guy. The average guy will accept excuses and start decorating them in his fucking mansion. What Lucario is saying is, when you learn the game and learn who you are, you see and hear the excuses, right? But you look at the patterns behind the excuse. See, y'all can't see what you can't. Remember, sight beyond sight. The glasses, right? You guys. You guys will give women all these fucking excuses. Maybe she's been hurt before. Maybe she's scared. Maybe she needs more time. Man, fuck no. Fuck her with her fucking feelings, because I'm not that sucker she dealing with. She needs to.
That's just taking information at face value, right?
Right. I don't listen. What she is when she meets me is none of my business, because she's a subtotal of every guy who doesn't like themselves. She's operating on a different reality than a man who understands himself. Remember, the king can touch the dirt. The gardener has to touch the dirt. We don't have to touch the dirt. We are running shit. She's the gardener. She has to realize that, you know what? I got to tell Mr. Lucario, I got to make sure Miss Lucario's gardening. If I'm there, I got to play a role in that. What is my role in his life? You see that? What role am I going to
contribute to your garden?
Right, but she's never been taught that way before, or talked to that. That's her ignorance. When she meets a man, that's what triggers this sexual thing inside of her, Lucario.
Right, exactly. And see,
that is on us to teach her.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is the thing you guys got to understand, is that when we talk about this, a lot of you guys, when y'all meet these women, and this is how they play y'all, they come to y'all with the sob stories, and y'all want to save them. Say like, y'all give a fuck about all that shit, and you're like, I'm gonna be the nice guy to you. I would never treat you like that. You're a queen, and it's like, it's not about you, treating a woman bad or whatever. It's about, listen, once you're here, you need to recognize that I'm a man, and so either you're going to shape up and follow what I'm saying, or I'm not fucking with you. I don't give a fuck about your traumas and all this other stuff. My traumas are keeping me. I can't trust you. I'm too scared. I don't know. Like, I don't give a fuck. Then bounce.
Right. Hey, fuck your trauma. Why?
Have a great day.
Right. Because remember, her trauma is based off of insecure people. I saw a video last night, really this morning around 3 a.m, a woman with her Uber driver, Lucario. She was with her Uber driver. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up and show y'all the video. What we're saying is her trauma isn't based off a man. So I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Right.
But y'all guys are playing and running off of her system, off of her trauma, off of her wants and all that bullshit. Listen, I don't give a she can want all the fuck she want. And guys, if she wants it, find a sucker that's gonna give it to her. I don't want to hear all that trauma bonding shit, or I need time, I need space, I'm going through shit. No, fuck that. I ain't got time for that. Lakari, what say you?
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying, where you focus on yourself and not make it about women. Because as soon as you make it about women, what you're doing is you're trying to be what you think she wants, instead of being who you are and having her recognize it and having her follow where you're going in order to be with you. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works.
Yeah. While you're talking, I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up that video, because I don't think you guys understand what trauma women go through. There is a trauma that women go through that y'all don't understand. Where I gotta find that. Go ahead and talk to Carl. Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah.
But the main thing here is like, it's about, this is who I am and this is what it's going to be, and this is and nothing will change that.
Right, but you got to have this is the thing though. What you're saying is right, but the thing is you have to have game, because if you don't have game, then something will change that. Do you see what I mean? So this is what we were talking about earlier about, having rules versus a decree, is that, a lot of guys, they'll talk the big shit, but as soon as a woman comes through that they think is physically appealing or whatever it is like that, or, oh my God, she's so hot and all that, they'll throw all that shit out the window and they'll change for her. So this is why having game is important, because having game, what it does is that it puts you first always, right? If you are not, you're not subject to, you're not changing or switching up or whatever for the woman. It's your way or the highway at all times, right? And this is the thing, is that in order to be that way, right? That means that there's going to be times where you're going to have to let that woman go. But a lot of guys can't do that because they're so thirsty for women. So they're afraid to let her go because they feel they need her, because they need that validation. This is why having game is important, because when you have game, you're not looking for validation. You validate yourself. So you're not looking for the woman for that. Because a lot of times what happens is this: most guys think that they're interacting with this woman because they're really attracted to her and they really, like her. But a lot of it really deep down is not even that they're attracted to her. It's they really want her validation more than they even want her. She's just the person there, the woman there, to be the thing to validate him, because he doesn't validate himself. He doesn't love himself. So he feels that if I can get her to like me, then that will prove that I'm lovable, because I don't believe I'm lovable. So therefore I need her validation to prove that to me. You see what I'm saying? And this is why this is played and all this.
Something different to the negativity that they have in their head.
Right.
They need to prove it right, that they can be loved, that they are attractive.
Right.
They seek it from the outside instead of from within.
But what does that mean to you though? Because I see a lot of y'all guys say things, which is good, but sometimes y'all say things just to say things. What does that mean to you?
What that means to me is that you got to look inwards. That it starts from who you are and what you represent to yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're the only thing that you have. There are people around you, but at the end of the day, it's about you. What you do for yourself, because you got to get yourself to where you want to go. Because when you lay in your deathbed, you only got you. When you lay in your coffin, you only got you.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's about. It's about you.
All right. So you have any other questions, my brother? You're doing a good job. Any other questions you have?
No, man. I'm good. Thanks, man. Thanks, though. Respect to you, too.
All right.
Good call. We appreciate it. Awesome call, man. That was an excellent call, man. Excellent call. We'll throw you back in. See, that's what we talk about. We love calls like that. That's great. Let's see here. I think we have a question. Let me see the calls. Okay. Let me go and bring this question in from this young man here. He says, comments. Where is his question? Oh, here we go. He said right here. Here we go. Okay, here you go, Lakari. You got his question right here.
Didn't you say the game is not about physical attributes, but more so how a woman is and if she follows your program, but you just talked about physical attributes versus compliance. No, I was talking about physical attributes in the sense that dudes make the woman special because of the physical attributes. But what I'm saying is that the physical attributes that the guys want, a million other women have those physical attributes, which means that it cancels out that making her special. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that a lot of these dudes are like, oh, but I'm trying to get this baddie and, you know, I can't get this girl who's hot, but then they're putting her on a pedestal because she's quote unquote hot because of how she looks. But there's a million women who look just as hot as her or hotter, right? So then what happens is that when you have game, you understand what you like physically, but that cancels out. So it can't just be that. You see what I'm saying? And the funny part is, the ironic part is that women actually understand this more than guys, right? This is why I have a book called Looks Don't Matter, because what happens is that women have way more experience dealing with men than men have dealing with women. So women have more experience dealing with guys. So women say, oh yeah, I like a guy who looks like this or like that. But they understand that a guy's look doesn't equate to them really being attracted to who he is, because they have the experience of dealing with guys who look like this or look like that. And they see there's a million motherfuckers who look like this or look like that. So their attraction for men in general is more sophisticated than men's attraction to women, because men are just like, ooh, she got boobs. Oh my gosh, she got a big booty. I'm in love. See, and that's because of your lack of experience dealing with women. The more experience you have dealing with women, then the more sophisticated your attraction becomes when it comes to you dealing with women. So a woman having a pretty face isn't enough. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to get you guys to.
I don't understand this. I don't understand what he's talking. Like, if you don't,
he just got confused because he thought just because I talked about how a woman, like, asked him, the other guy, like, you know, what does he like physically? And I was basically saying that what he likes physically is an abundance, right? He thought that I'm saying that that's important versus a woman being cooperative or some shit. But that's not what I'm saying. That's a whole different topic. He just pull that out of his ass. What I was saying is that a lot of you guys, you put women on a pedestal because of her looking good. Do you see what I'm saying?
But he said, but more so how a woman is if she follows your program. I don't understand.
Like, he should call up, but he basically he's talking about two different things that have nothing to do with each other. That's why it sounds confusing.
Yeah. What are you talking about right here?
He's basically saying, hey, you just talked about eating cheeseburgers, but then I don't understand. But you said also that you should get a job and save money. That has nothing to do with the other thing. You see,
that doesn't make any sense. The game ain't. Oh, guys, got a question? Please put a Q. We got y'all. We're just trying to get back, but guys, see, like I say, Lucario, a lot of these guys are running behind women. Okay, women know when y'all don't understand. Everything they do is about a woman. But then, like, okay, remember the guy that called, the first guy that pranked the call, he said that you're saying, well, women, what he say, women take advantage of somebody? Like, women are evil, but, you know, they're taking advantage. But how can a woman taking advantage of someone, Lucario, isn't that the second thing that happens?
Right.
Doesn't a woman have to realize she can take advantage before she takes advantage?
Exactly.
I mean, I just want to make sure. So that's the second step. So why are we looking at what a woman is doing versus what we're allowing her to do, Lucario? Why are we doing that?
Right. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's like these dudes, you know, they don't realize that they're the ones who allowed the woman in the situation. Because if you listen, guys, this is why game's important, right? So if you're talking to a woman and she's basically showing you through her words and actions that she's not really feeling you, but you still try to make something happen with her, and then she takes advantage of you, that's your fault, because you should have known or saw from the beginning that she wasn't fucking with you. So if you knew or saw from the beginning she wasn't fucking with you, you should basically dismiss her. So if you dismiss her, then she can't take advantage of you. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's just very logic. understand why these guys don't understand this.
Yeah, guys, got a question. Put a queue. Lines are open. The car. Women are always going to test the fence or a boundary or anybody's, but it is about respecting, because when she recognizes the fence that she's testing is real, oh man, then guess what? She's gonna say, "Well, I can't move them." Matter of fact, she's gonna realize her access to that man is limited access versus unlimited access. The average guy will give everything to a woman, hoping she likes him for that. But that's what we're saying to you guys out here. What is the decree? The decree is limited access, exclusivity. They don't understand that. They don't understand that unlimited access is going to kill sexual tension. What is there to desire if she gets everything all at once, Lucario?
Right. Exactly. And that's what a lot of these guys do, because they have no game and they're thirsty. So they're like, oh, I'm going to take her out to the fancy place, spend all this money, talk to her on the phone for 3 hours, be available at her beck and call, all this other shit. And then they wonder why they get played.
Yeah. Hey guys, think about what all y'all guys that are interacting with women, not really talking to women. Look at what you're doing. Look at all the access you're giving these women right now. And what are you getting from it? I mean, when do you take them out? When are y'all hooking up? When are y'all getting together? And if you can't answer that question, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. What is the purpose of chit-chatting with a woman, Lucario? What the fuck is it for?
Right, exactly.
What are you do that for? Guys, listen, guys. There's nothing wrong with talking to a woman, Lucario. But if we ain't moving somewhere sexually, if we're not moving, Lucario, remember this is okay. They're the women that are close by you, Lucario. Then there are women that's far away. They both can get to give you the same thing. Now, a woman close to you can come and see you, but a woman far away can spend some sexual time with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So why aren't you guys moving these women to these things versus listening to all that silly shit they're gonna tell you about their sob story? It's like okay, Lucario, I'm kind of, I watch these I love these tough, evil TV shows on Netflix, like Korean movie. They got this great Korean movie teach you a lesson about these kids in school all fucking up. So they created this thing where they fuck the kids up. It's great, man. They fuck them kids up. They beat the shit out of them kids and do what they break the rules to give these motherfuckers order. I love that shit. But the thing is there's a little kid in there that killed the main guy's wife or fiance, and he's always pretending, oh, I'm sorry. And then when they walk away, he's like, yeah, I got him.
Right.
I got him. Right. Why I'm saying that is that's when they trauma bond. They give you the sob story to throw you off. Which okay, watch this. A man like myself and Lucario hear that trauma bond and shit. You know what it says? You don't know. You make bad fucking decisions. See that now? No. With Lucario, fuck your trauma. You make bad decisions when it comes to motherfucking men. That's it. That's how we see it. Let's talk on that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But see, the average dude is looking at it like, ooh, I'll save her, and then she'll like me better, and she'll really want me. Because a lot of you guys, what happens again, you're looking for that validation, you want her so bad, you're attracted to her. So you're thinking, ooh, if she's upset at this, then I could do the opposite, and then she'll like me and she'll love me and everything will be great. Right. And then they do that, and then they end up getting played. And they're like, damn, why this girl played me? I gave her everything. I was, the perfect guy for her and all that other stupid shit. And that's because you're making it about the woman.
Yeah, simple question. Is she going towards sex, or is she giving you fucking riddles and shit? Okay, that's what I'm saying, guys. That's all you got to ask yourself the question, because that's the reality. No speeches, no bitterness, no detective work, okay? Because we're trying to teach y'all guys, you're not her trauma bonding police or her trauma bonding therapist. You need to be the man that says, okay, you make a bunch of bad fucking decisions as a woman, but I'm not knocking for that. You haven't had the guidance, the structure, or the leadership of a man to show you how you actually need to move.
Right.
Yeah, Lucario, talk on that, man.
Exactly. That's the thing, is that you guys have to basically teach the woman through your words and actions how you go about things so that it gives her an opportunity to follow, right? That's the thing. You see, you understand sometimes, a lot of women are coming off the heels of dealing with weak dudes. So then they may come to the situation with you sort of like still dripping with that like weak energy of like, oh, well, let me tell you how I like shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about how you like shit. I was like, you know, that this is how it's going to be if you want to be here, period. Now, you can choose to be here or not. That's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens is that a lot of you guys just allow women to come in and sort of, you know, put their foot down in the situation. And then you just follow it because you're trying to fuck, right? The thing is that you got to basically let her know, like, hey, listen, I'm not here trying to fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is that when women think, this is what you guys got to understand. When women think that you're trying to fuck them, then they think that they have reign to get you to follow what they want because they think you are begging them for something. So if you're begging me for pussy, then nigga, listen to what I'm saying and do what I tell you to do and follow my lead. And you see what I'm saying? Buy me gifts, give me money, do whatever the fuck I'm saying, because you've already came to the situation where you're telling me or begging me for this thing I got. So I got something you want, cool. So then do what the fuck I want you to do, right? What you got to understand when you're talking to women or interacting with women is that you need to let them know from jump through your words and actions, right? That, hey, listen, I'm giving you an opportunity to fuck with me. And so now that you know I'm giving you the opportunity to fuck with me, make your choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And caller who just called in, call back. The lines are open, guys. Call back, caller. And you got a question, please put a Q. See, the thing is women are, it's the truth, guys. Gonna fucking suck. Women gonna play you. That's the truth. Hey guys, listen to me, all you guys out there. They're going to play you, but that's not what I'm about to ask you. See, the real question is not how do I make it stop, Lucario?
Mm-hmm.
The real question is why am I still seated at a table where the meal never comes?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question, guys. That's what y'all. That's how the level of thinking. Because guess what? A man doesn't. A man should never starve beside a full kitchen, period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You have to let who you are speak. See, gentlemen, everything we teach you is a lesson that a woman can learn about you because she has to know how you move. Remember, every woman that you meet, if y'all learn the game, should be the first person that she meets for the first time. Mm-hmm. Every woman that Lucario, every woman that meets Lucario, I almost got it wrong. Guess what? She's got to learn Hashim fucking Lucario. That's it. Not the other men she used to date, like the average guy. She has to learn the man. Remember, Lucario, we talked about it a few Sundays. A woman should never fix your sandwich the way she fixed the last man's sandwich.
Exactly.
She needs to know your tendencies. She needs to know the things that make you you. And then remember, guys, Lucario, this is not a dictatorship or anything like that. This is a woman. See, Lucario, what people don't know is that women want to do shit like this. That's the crazy thing. Mm-hmm. When you're the guy, they want to do everything they can because they know if I fuck up, he'll replace me. Lucario, what's in you, brother?
Exactly. And that's the thing. And the reason why she cares about, like, damn, I don't want to be replaced is because she recognizes that you're a man and she wants to be with you. This is what we keep trying to get you guys to understand. But see, unfortunately, a lot of you guys, because you don't believe in yourselves and you don't love yourselves, then what you do is that you try to win favor with her so that she'll stay with you. You're like, I want to be with her. That's the thing. So the thing is that when you have game, she wants to be with you. When you don't have game, you want to be with her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like payments, man. Y'all give away yourselves in tiny payments. Mm-hmm. A little bit of attention there, a little bit of money there, a little bit of desperation here, a little bit of emotional labor, taking her out to dinner, and all that other stuff. And then look, it doesn't look expensive at first, gentlemen, but guess what? It looks like it's being nice. It looks like you're being patient, understanding, and all that other stuff. But I'm telling you, women don't like that, man. Mm. Women get that all the time. Okay. And women, we always trying to tell all you young men out here, when women display certain things, you have to learn not what the woman is doing, Lucario. You should already have something in order that says when it happens, not when it happens to me right now, but if and when a woman does this thing, Lucario, I'm going to do that. What say you, Carl?
Right, exactly. So the thing is, and this is what we talk about when you having a program and a structure and the way you do things, right? Because a lot of you guys, what happens is that you get thrown off and don't know what to do because you don't have a structure in place before a woman even gets there. You don't have a way that you do things. So you need to have a way that you do things so that when a woman comes into the situation saying, oh, well, this and this and that, you understand? Then you just hit her with, nah, this is where we're going to go in this situation. And then you allow her the room to choose, right? So what happens is a lot of y'all guys think y'all just got to go with what women bring, right? So you're like, she comes to the situation saying, I want this, this, and that. And you're like, okay, I guess, all right, we could do that. And it's like, see, the issue is that you don't have a standard and a structure of the way you do things, right? So you say, no, we're doing this, or you already let her know from the jump, and then you step back and you let her respond to that. So, right? So now she may say, oh, I'm not really trying to do that. All right, cool. Well, take care. You understand? Right. And if she's doing it, then you proceed and make it happen.
Yeah, think about a light bulb, guys. Wherever your attention goes, okay, from your reality of what you see, okay, your motherfucking self-worth and your identity follows with a suitcase, gentlemen, okay? You can't keep pouring premium focus into a woman that gives you dollar store effort, okay? And then wonder why you feel broke, okay? You have systematically trained yourself to wait on her. You have trained that your mood and your self-worth, Lucario, is going to rise and fall, Lucario, based off of her texting and phone habits. You have trained who you are to ask for permission, Lucario, from her inconsistency. And then you guys are wondering why she doesn't want to fuck with you. Because y'all guys, Lucario, they're spending way too much. Dinners, drink, gas, gifts, favors, access to themselves. And then they pretend that the bill is not a big deal. But the deeper cost is your identity, Lucario. Let's talk on that. That's the deeper cost. Talk on that, Lucario.
Yeah, the thing is that when you guys compromise yourselves, you're compromising who you are. And then so therefore, this is why dudes get so lost in dealing with women. And because you get so caught up emotionally because you're investing time, energy, and attention on the woman's terms, and you're all over the place and you're at the whim of what she's doing. So when that girl doesn't return your text or some shit, you start losing control and start, spiraling and thinking about her all day and checking your phone every 2 seconds that it makes a sound. And you're hoping that she gets back to you. You're wondering what she's doing, why she's doing it, how come she's acting. So you're all over the place because you're in her loop. You understand what I'm saying?
Her loop, right? Her loop. You can't be in her loop, guys. You must close that loop. And when you are a closed loop, her loop will open. Right now, you're an open loop. Her loop is closed because she's already figured you out. Exactly. She already figured out how you're moving. She already figured out your weakness. She already figured out. But what she can't figure out is, guess what? Lucario is being cool with me because he chooses to be cool with me. Lucario is being playful because he's not afraid of anything. Lucario can't compliment a woman without just begging for anything because guess what? We can flirt without folding, Lucario, excuse me. We can listen without leaning into being desperate, needy, and begging, guys. That's what we always trying to tell you guys. We've got to be able to teach women our standards, but you can't learn what a standard is if your loop is open, Lucario. Let's talk about it.
Right, exactly. Because if you are spiraling and wondering and you're all over the place, then what happens is that you're focused on her instead of focusing on yourself. Right. So when you focus on her and you're not focused on yourself, then that's when you get caught up. And that's when a woman is able to play you because now she's got you hooked into where she's going and what she's doing. And so the problem is that a lot of you guys end up doing this, especially when you're putting women on a pedestal because you think they're physically attractive or whatever it is like that. Because then, see, this is the thing. What happens is when you guys run into a woman that you think is physically attractive and she's showing you any type of attention, a lot of times that's rare for a lot of you guys. So then you've already put her on a pedestal and you don't want to lose her because this is a rare occasion in your eyes. You're like, oh man, she's the baddest girl I've ever talked to. So now you're so caught up in wanting things to work with her because you're like, I have to make this work because this is the type of woman that I've been waiting for and dreaming for. She's my dream girl and all that other stupid shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, all you guys out there that run behind women, call them beautiful and sexy without them earning it, man. This is why it matters, because when we're trying to show you is a dominant man cannot be built on begging, okay? He can't lead from being on his knees, gentlemen. We don't worship women. They earn us, okay? You can't create the kingdom or the empire that Lakara and I are trying to help you build if every woman can drag you through the dirt with a look, a mood, or a lack of a display of information or interest, man, Lucario. That's where they get knocked over, man. They don't understand that you got to learn how to earn yourself first. And then once you start to have a love for yourself, or Lucario, or an understanding, that's what's going to keep everything different, Lucario, okay? Because the most powerful thing, Lucario, a man can do is pick up his own tools, adjust his own crown, and choose who comes in and out of his life. Look, gentlemen, just because a woman comes into your life, she doesn't have to give you pussy. There's no rule that she has to give you anything. Mm-hmm. And she needs to know that if she doesn't give you anything and waste your time, she getting the fuck out. Mm-hmm. She gotta go. She doesn't. I'm gonna say it again, Carl. She doesn't have to give you anything. So, guys, why would you bring somebody in knowing she ain't gonna give you anything? No food at the table, Lucario.
Right.
Why would you bring her in knowing she ain't gonna feed you anything, Lucario? Why?
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. But they do this because they want the validation. You guys want the you see, this is what most guys do. Most guys like the idea of the possibility that something will happen with the woman. That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's really all it is. And that's why you waste your time and that's why you get played.
Woo! Hey, and this is how you don't see. Let me tell you what Uncle Carl just said to you with the guard metaphor. See, the guy with the game doesn't water soil that doesn't produce anything. A man doesn't argue with the ground and the soil and shit like that. That's the first thing that you've got to learn. That's what I was taught, Lakari, okay? When a man is asleep, okay, he thinks that every dead place on the guard needs you have to talk. Look, the thing ain't sprouting, so you got to talk to it. You got to beg it. You got to say, please grow for me. I got to give you more water. I got to give you more sunlight. No, fuck that. You pull that shit out. Pull that out and replace it. You don't water the soil, gentlemen, that produces nothing. That's what Lucario's saying, man. Yeah, but we're saying to you guys out here, you want something that's going to produce something for you because you're the guy, Lucario. What say you?
Yeah, and the thing is that, you know, a lot of guys out there, unfortunately, what they do is that, you know, they like the idea of what could happen in these situations because they feel like, well, at least I'm still in the loop of the situation, right? So again, this is why guys get played and get confused because they're just happy that this type of woman is talking to them, or they, you know, the possibility that they could end up, you know, having sex or dating this woman, all these different things that go down. But what you guys don't understand is that when you're doing that, that's a recipe for women to play you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you've already put her on the pedestal in your mind. And so you are looking at her as this special prize that you're trying to win. And then this is where she sees that you're acting that way or being that way through your actions. So now it's easy for her to take advantage of you. You see what I'm saying?
Right. See, y'all got, and again, analogy, what the car is saying is, all you're doing is trying to explain your value one more time to the soil, and hopefully it will start producing fruit. Doesn't work that way. The garden doesn't work that way. Reality doesn't work that way. We got a call. Let's grab this call. Area code 617, sir. What's your name and how can we help you? 617.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So I figured out a question.
Sure, what's going on, brother? What's up?
Yeah, so I'm confused on when you guys say that when you make it about her pussy and sex, that's when you lose.
Yes.
So my question is, how do I interact with her and not make it about her pussy without,
watch this, caller. Call her.
You know, talking about random things.
All right, call her. Let me ask you a question. To jerk off, you need your part, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. To have sex, it takes two pieces, right? Hers and yours, yes?
Yes.
So please explain to our ignorant asses is why would you place more value in her fucking piece than you would your piece? Come on. See that?
Yeah. I mean,
no. Because wait. Watch this. Because the answer to that is the answer to the question you're asking. Lucario and I, no Diddy, value our piece more than we value her piece. So our conversation is exclusive dick that is not for every woman. They have to earn it, right? That means have you been to the mall? You've been to a Zales, or you've seen jewelry stores that have glass cases, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a man that values his dick. Now, you've been to Walmart and Target and you've seen the jewelry just hanging on some kind of a rack that you got to spin around and you can pick whatever you want. You've seen that before, right? Right?
Yep.
So that's you valuing her over yourself. See, the thing is that you're always going to have conversations with someone that you value, and that's where you're going to mess up because your conversations are not saying, I have value. Lucario?
Yeah, so you're saying that how do you make it not about sex? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like how do you make it not about her pussy and sex without just talking about random stuff?
Well, the thing is this, right? Is what you guys got to understand is that you have to first already come from the mindset that you are not there to try to get from her. You understand what I'm saying?
At all.
Because it's okay, and it sounds difficult because a lot of you guys are still in this thought process, right? But what happens is that the reason why you guys are in the thought process of I want to get sex from her because she's hot and I want to fuck her, right? That's this thing on the surface level because yes, you're attracted to her and you want to fuck her. So you're like, what are you talking about, Lucario? How the fuck am I gonna, right? This is the problem though. The issue is, right, is that mentality, right, comes from a place of thirstiness and scarcity. So think about it this way, right? Let me ask you a question, caller. Where do you live?
I live in Boston.
Boston, right? Now, let me ask you a question. This week, did you ever worry about where you were going to get water?
No.
Right, because you have an abundance of water. You could probably go to the supermarket, buy some water. You could get some water out of your sink in your house, whatever it is, right? So you have access to water, so you are not worried about the water. You understand what I'm saying? So now what happens is that you still desire to drink water because you want to drink water and you like to drink water, right? But you're not begging for water or you're not worried about getting water. So the thing is that because you're not worried about it and because you're not feeding for it, you're kind of like, I'll just get water whenever the fuck I want to get water, right? But now what I'm saying to you is that you got to think about vagina the same way. You have to have that mindset that vagina is in abundance. It's all over the place. Like I don't need her vagina. I can get vagina wherever. It's everywhere, right? So now what happens is that you say, okay, cool. Vagina is everywhere. I do desire vagina, but check this out. I know that women desire dick. And not only do they desire dick, they desire dick from a man that they're actually attracted to and want the dick from. So because I am that man, I'm giving her an opportunity for her to prove to me that I should give her this dick that she wants so bad. Because remember, a lot of you guys think that because you want sex, that you're the only one in the equation that wants sexual activity. The woman also wants sex, but she wants sex from a man who she's actually attracted to and a man that is attractive. So what happens is that in this particular situation, all you're doing is that you are giving a woman an opportunity to prove to you that she can get what she wants by you giving it to her, by her proving it to you, right? Right now, you guys are trying to prove to her why she should give you pussy. You got to get her to prove to you why you should give her dick. You see what I'm saying? That's the way that you flip it and you see it in that way. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. So you're basically flipping the script because we're all essentially the same and have the same desires.
No,
but
we don't.
We're pointing out the woman's desire for us.
No, there is. Okay. Here's the thing. There is no script but your script.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. You're looking at everybody's scripts, but you're not looking at your own script.
Mm-hmm.
Script, singular, not plural. You see what I'm saying, young man? We're trying to get you to stop looking at the whole entire world and start looking at your script, your reality, your thinking, your movement, your behavior. See, okay, Lucario and I aren't talking to all of y'all as a collective. Everybody watching this, we talking to you like you the only motherfucker in this room. We're talking to just the person that's watching this video. We're talking to you, not everybody, you, because you are your own thought process. So what I'm saying is that, caller, okay, I want you to think about this for a second. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, so how, if you had a woman on your couch and you wanted to move it to something sexual, how would you do it? Now, if you don't know, it's cool. We're not trying to shame you. So if you don't know, just say, I don't know. But how would you move it from moving to the couch to being more sexual?
Well, I would start by, looking at her a certain way.
What way? No, specific. How? See, everything matters. You just can't say I look at. See, remember, everything matters. So give us. You're gonna look at her. How? How are you gonna look at her?
I'm gonna look at her like sexually, like looking at her up and down.
Okay.
So she can understand that I'm checking her out.
Okay.
And then when she gives me that eye contact back, I'm probably just gonna go in, lean in for a kiss.
Okay, but what if she doesn't? What if you lean in and she pulls back? You have an alternative plan?
No, I don't.
Okay. So do you see what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna ask the car this shit because I don't want to hear him run his fucking mouth for an hour on this shit. So what I'm saying is that not only does Lucario know what to do, Lucario knows how to pivot, even if she doesn't want to do it right then and there. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the part of the game that you're not understanding. See, you don't understand. That's understanding you. That what you don't know. See, okay, I give it to you. You look her up and down, you go in. But you don't know yourself well enough to look at the variables because y'all don't understand their variables. Because right now, maybe she doesn't want to kiss you, or maybe she's too nervous at that point. Maybe she's got butterflies and she's got to calm herself down. There are so many variables that go into every little detail. You must have the answer to all those things.
Mm-hmm. This is why having game is important, understanding the game, because see, this is the thing. So what we try to get you guys to understand is that when we tell you guys to get coaching, these are the things that we talk about on the deeper levels to understand yourself in order to make the moves that's going to get you from point A to point B, but also to understand yourself so that you realize whether or not you should continue with the woman that charges to the game, right? So there's all these different things that you got to understand. But first, you got to work on your mindset, because what happens is that if your mindset is still caught on worrying about getting sex, You understand which is the easiest thing to make happen? You understand what I'm saying? Then what happens is that you're still in the mindset of begging a woman for it. And so what happens is women are going to treat you like a guy begging for it. And let me say something that's going to, kind of blow some of y'all mind and probably confuse y'all, right? When you're flirting and building sexual tension, sometimes what will happen is a woman may confuse that as you begging for sex, which is in turn going to treat you like a guy who's begging for sex. So now, if you have game and you realize that that's how she's responding to your flirting and building sexual tension, this is why Steve is talking about you need to know what to do next in order to take her back down the path that you were originally going. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys, what you don't understand is that when you don't have the game, it's easy for women to play you, because what happens is a lot of you guys don't understand that women are going to come to you from the beginning, assuming that you're begging them for the sex. This is why you got to teach the woman how to fuck with you. You understand? Yeah. This is why you got to have the woman to understand that you're giving her the opportunity. Do you see what I'm saying? But that all comes in with the mouthpiece. That all comes in how you interact with the woman and making shit go down.
Yeah, but in order to do that, caller, you have to be honest with yourself. And let's get back to the garden thing, okay? A lot of y'all guys water dead soil, okay? Because you guys think that watering that dead soil is going to change things, okay? Most of y'all water or whatever, most of y'all guys are not watering the soil to make it grow. Y'all are attached to the fantasy. You guys are attached to the version of her that you created in your mind. See, this is what y'all guys don't want to admit, and it's cool. Y'all don't have to admit it here. But Lucario, myself, the fellas know, and women know. The moment you say she's sexy, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, you've already created a story in your head that ends with you fucking her. There is a story, a fantasy that you created in your head that you think that she is going to give you some ass, okay? And that is why y'all guys are attached the first week when she starts smiling, Lucario, when she starts laughing, when she starts texting you, acting sweet, making you feel like, God damn, I finally found my person. She's the woman for me. And the fantasy is it's about to come to reality, because now I can go ahead and ask for things. But then when the behavior changes, Lucario, when all that consistent conversation goes away, when she starts giving you one-word answers, when she starts giving you crumbs, I don't know, I'll think about it, and all this other stuff, you guys are standing with a bucket in your hand, okay, watering the memories of the reality that you created about a woman that's not there. See, gentlemen, let me explain something what Lucario and I do, and we try to teach you. When you have the game, you don't do this. Who creates the fantasy was going to shock you. And Lucario, I don't think they understand it. Guys, do you know women have fantasies?
Right.
You understand? Women have sexual fantasies, dirty dreams, and everything under the sun. But they are only going to do that when the loop is open, where gentlemen, when a woman goes in her drawer to pull out that Willie Mammoth 3000 to play with herself, she's already got the fantasy in her head of what she wants to do, how she wants to get off, and how she wants to come. The toy doesn't do all the talking. The toy says to her that I'm already going to give you the fix and get you to bust that nut, caller. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. That was beautiful.
No. That wasn't beautiful. Y'all men hey, shout out to you. No. Listen. No. This is what we try to say, yo, man. I appreciate what you're saying, 1088. We're trying to tell you, we appreciate what you're saying, but motherfucker, you're the legend. That's what I appreciate that. Respect what you're saying, dog. Respect what you're saying. But we're trying to tell you guys, you're the fucking legend. She doesn't know it yet, Lucario. Caller, you got any other questions?
No, I think we're good.
That's it, man. I done sent you an email to become a student of the game, so I'm ready to get things going.
All right, good, man. And you got another question? We'll throw you back in. We're gonna get with Lucario. One more question before he rolls out. Cario, I know you gotta go, but Cario, can you explain that saying, you finish how you start?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's just basically saying that, you know, if you meet a woman, and you are simping, you're tricking, you understand what I'm saying? That's basically going to be the consistency of your situation. But really what it is that, you know, you finish how you start essentially just means that you are the same guy. You understand what I'm saying? You haven't evolved mindset. You haven't changed to become who you really are. So a lot of you guys, what you do is that you start like a simp and you finish like a simp because you ain't learned the game.
Right. Just remember, the thing that turns you on about a woman is going to be the reason she breaks up with you later on, because you're making it about the woman. So if you guys look at how you start real quick, Lucario, is that they start like this, because again, it's okay. We know that there are things going on with you young men, but the way you start is you worship her. You put her on a pedestal to a point where you walk on eggshells, beat around the bush. Ask her, what did the guy say to that chick? What are you up to? And y'all ask junior high school questions as grown men, show her there's no depth and range. So that's how you're starting. Now, watch this, Lucario. If she wants to sleep with you, she gonna sleep with you regardless.
Right.
What happens is that you guys build an illusion to a woman that's sleeping. And just like fucking Sleeping Beauty, Lucario, when she wakes up from the illusion, she's going to recognize, and this is why a lot of women break up with the majority of you guys out there, because the illusion was only an illusion. And that's why you start off with an illusion, but when she wakes up from that illusion, that's why she's going to leave you, because there was no substance there, Lucario. What say you, big dog?
Right, exactly. And the thing is that, you know, when she sees that there's no substance because it was all an illusion, then that's when you're basically going to feel some type of way. Or, you know, what happens is that that's when she'll start to begin to play you, because she realizes, okay, this guy, you know, he's not who he said he was. So therefore, because he's been playing games, I'm going to play games even more than he's been playing games. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I get into a lot of trouble. You know what I mean?
All right. Lucario, I know you got to do your thing, man.
Out of here. So guys, make sure that you guys go to shoplucario.com, go to badboymembership.com, and also continue watching on Steve's channel, and I will holler at y'all later.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate my brother Lucario, guys. You know, as we always do, we roll everybody out. Appreciate y'all, guys. Let's get our music in there. Thank you, Lucario's people. Thank you, April MC, and everybody else. Let's go and play our music, and we will roll everybody out. So we continue this game, gentlemen.
The way you suck my dick, bitch, and lick my balls.